What's up, YouTube? Door the Weldor coming at you with another video. I know it's been a while, but today we're finally going to make a video about my new welding skid that goes in my new 2019 F-150. But a lot of people have been asking me on Instagram to make a video about it, so I'm finally going to make a video about it. So here we go. After running multiple rigs, multiple trucks, I have finally decided that for my needs, a skid and a tub rig truck actually winds up being the best for everything I do. So I built this awesome skid, which is essentially just a box. It's literally all this thing is. It's just a box. It's a box made out of 1.5 inch square tube with a floor. And the Trailblazer and the air compressor mount in there. On the side of it, 24-inch boxes. The fire extinguisher I have to have for MSHA. And all the reels for everything right off the back. So just like my 79 F-150, my 2019 with the skid works in the same fashion that I work off the back of the truck, which makes the most sense. Unlike my 74 F-350 with the SA200, where you work off of the left side of the truck, this one is, because it's a service and maintenance truck, this one is you work off the back of the truck. You just back up to whatever you're working on. Because let's be real, 90% of what I'm doing is just here, there, doo-dah nonsense. There's no pipelining. There's nothing like that. It's fix a tractor, fix this bucket, fix this nonsense, fix this trailer, fix this, that, the other, all that sort of stuff. So the reason that this skid is built the way it is all about adaptability. All right, that is all this is about. That's why there's now a Trailblazer on here instead of the SA200. SA200, I'm fixing it up and I'm going to sell it. So I've gone to a Miller Trailblazer now because, yes, the Trailblazer does not weld as good as the SA200 does, but it's all about adaptability, being able to do more. It's about being able to bring more in a smaller package. 300 amp Trailblazer, 300 amp SA200. Trailblazer weighs under 500 pounds. SA200 weighs about 1,200 pounds. SA200 has no AC output. Trailblazer has 12,000 watts of AC output. Trailblazer also has constant voltage, and this Trailblazer has arc reach, which will connect to my arc reach suitcase. This Trailblazer, for what I do, just beats that SA200 day in, day out. The SA200 just cannot do what this Trailblazer does. So that's why I have a Trailblazer now, and the SA200 is gonna be kicked to the curb and sold. Because honestly, in today's world, after running an SA200 for a few years, SA200s have just gone the way of the dinosaur compared to modern stuff that's out there now. So, I have our reels, air hose reel with quick connects, oxyacetylene reel with quick connects. That's 100 foot on this one. I can't believe I had to think about that. It's 100 foot. This is 50 foot. This is 80 foot because they don't make a 100 foot 110 reel that's nice like this. It's actually, you know, metal, not some plastic nonsense. And of course my diamond lead reels, the 100 feet of lead on that, and arc reach does work through these for some reason. I know people say it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It works for me. I don't know what I'm doing different. Air compressor I got the Northern Tools North Star with the Kohler engine. That's been a fantastic air compressor. Right now, I really don't do much air arc. I use either torch for gouging or I use the plasma. The plasma sits in the back of the truck. But today, we're not going to talk about the truck today. We're talking about just the skid. Make another video about it all together in the truck. Open this box right here. Another extension cord, because some high power tools do not like that lead reel, the 110 lead reel. So for things that are going to be pulling 20 plus amps, I got a thick extension cord in here. Stinger, ground, and their appropriate quick connects. All the various welding rods of various varieties, stainless aluminum, hard facing, some more aluminum, just because it's nice to have some aluminum stick rods. They get you out of a jam all the time. Little small first alert fire extinguisher, lifesavers. East wing chipping hammer, because gotta have it. more welding rods, because even though the Trailblazer is great for running wire, it's just, some days it's just better to stick weld something. 5 gallons of gas in the OSHA approved gas can, because MSHA. No smoking sticker and fire extinguisher sticker, because MSHA says. And like all my other trucks, this box is usually a disaster. And just like in this truck, it's kind of a disaster too. Torch, all torch accessories, chain fall, angle grinder, hammer. There is a Oxy Lance kit in here for the Victor torch. That's in there for blowing out pins and things like that. That is a lifesaver. If you guys want to have an Oxy Lance kit, a really good one is to go get the one by Flame Tech. Get the Flame Tech one that goes into whatever the specific torch you already have is, because you could take that and you can take just this oxygen line and plug that bad boy into your torch, swap out the tips, and now you got an Oxy Lance just like that. And it's like $800 some odd dollars for the whole kit with rods. So it's cheaper than a whole dedicated kit. So it's a very good extra tool to have. And I've had other welders hire me just to come out to their job and blow out a pin. And you know, it's another welder hiring me, go out there and make a couple $100 to blow out a pin. It's easy. Easy money. And it's just a extra tool in your toolbox to make you a little bit more capable than the next guy. One of the cool things about how this skid works is the Trailblazer bolts. You cannot access the lock nuts on it unless you get up underneath it. So when this sits down in the truck, you cannot take the Trailblazer off unless you lift the skid up somehow. So it gives it that little bit of extra security. And I know there's some people out there with crackhead strength, but I don't see 4 crackheads lifting up this 1,000-pound skid, because that's about, I did the math, that's about what it winds up being. The skid winds up being about 1,000 pounds, which is perfectly ideal to go in the back of a current generation F-150. As the current generation F-150 has almost a 3,000-pound hauling capacity, this whole skid right here is 1/3 of the hauling capacity of that truck right there. So that means this skid is perfectly within the safe range to be pulling around in a F-150. But one thing I did have to do to this F-150 was I did have to put an airbag kit in it. I got the Firestone no drill airbag kit, put that in there. I have my Milwaukee M18 tire inflator, which actually inflates those up perfect. I put them about 60 PSI. Once that skids in the back of this truck, it pulls that truck right back up to stock with 60 PSI in it and drives just fine. Like, you don't even know that this skids back there, which is very impressive that an F-150, a modern F-150, is built so well that you put this in the back of it, it's like it's not even back there. So Ford did a really good job with their current generation trucks. And as a guy who loves the crap out of 70s Ford trucks, going from a 79 to a 2019, you know, jumping 40 years forward, I'm very impressed with that truck. But like I said, that'll be a video for another day. If you are thinking about building one of these for yourself, I have a tape measure here. So I'll give you the dimensions. There we go. 45 by 45. By, oh, focus, dang it. About 45.5-ish. And then, you know, it's just a couple little brackets to mount some 24-inch boxes, and then however you mount your lead reels. You don't even have to put lead reels on yours. You can just put lead hangers on the back. If you're one of those people, you just want to spend the extra time hanging your leads, or you think, you know, you believe lead reels destroy your leads, and your leads will always be destroyed if you use lead reels, and you just rather hang them and spend the extra time, or whatever. I don't care, you know. You don't have to put all this on there. All these are, it's literally just a bracket like so. They're just brackets on there to hold up the individual reels. There's nothing special to how those are on there. And you know, the fire extinguisher mount, this is the Amerex fire extinguisher mount with the Amerex fire extinguisher. It's just bolted in right there to the angle iron that the box is on. I did on this side right here, I did put this crossbar right there. There's this bar and this bar right here. And this is for your oxyacetylene, because they actually, once this is in the truck, you drop your oxygen, your acetylene, and they ratchet strap around that. On this side, there's the rail right there, but this takes your 150 or 160, whatever you want to call them, argon and 75-25 mix right here. Because the thing I use a lot of dual shield. That's one of the reasons I got the Trailblazer, was I wanted to run more dual shield. So I have my argon and my 75-25 right there. And that's what those two bars are for. So you can just put them up there, ratchet strap around them. And if you're wondering where the rest of the tools are, because there's a bunch more tools, most all the rest of the tools live in that crossbed toolbox or in the back seat of the truck, because it's a work truck. Super cab means the back seat is now tool storage. Well, there you go, YouTube. Nothing fancy, nothing special. It's just a box. That's all it really is. Oh, and there's the little lift hooks on top too. But yeah, it's nothing special. It's just a box with a floor that you put all your welding stuff in. And I got this Harbor Freight gantry crane, which lifts it up and sets it in the truck nice and easy. You don't have to have a forklift for it. You don't have to have a crane for it, unless you can, you know, the gantry crane. It's simple, or a tractor, a forklift, whatever. It's a simple budget setup, except for a Trailblazer. That's quite an expensive machine, but you know, it's just a box. Nothing really to it. It's simple. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. You guys have a fantastic day.